Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the place where you don't get dealership rehearsals, you don't get sugar-coated marketing talk, and you definitely don't get those same tired one-liners you've heard 100 times before. Here, it's all about real impressions, raw reactions, and an honest breakdown of what a new car actually feels like in the real world. Today, we're diving into something that's always walked the fine line between being a truck and being a family SUV, the 2026 Honda Ridgeline. And let me tell you right now, Honda has made some serious moves this year to make the Ridgeline feel tougher, smarter, and a whole lot more premium. Exterior: the 2026 Ridgeline isn't just a facelift, it's a complete rethink of how a midsize pickup should balance comfort, tech, and utility. Honda clearly wants this to appeal to both the adventurous weekend warriors and the everyday drivers who just need a dependable, refined truck that doesn't feel like it's constantly trying to prove something. And from the first glance, you can see they've really sharpened the look. Starting with the front, the new Ridgeline wears a bolder, more squared-off face than before. The old one always leaned toward crossover vibes, but this only a broken bar, it's more confident. The grille is larger, with a strong horizontal bar running through the middle featuring that big Honda H emblem, now backlit on higher trims. The headlights are slimmer, full LED units with integrated daytime running lights that wrap around like a blade, giving it a much more premium and aggressive signature on the road. Down below, the front bumper has been completely reshaped, tail less rounded, more muscular, with new air vents that actually serve a functional purpose by improving aerodynamics and cooling. And if you go for the TrailSport trim, you'll get a darkened grille, orange accents, a skid plate, and fog lights tucked neatly into the corners that scream capability. From the side, the 2026 Ridgeline keeps its familiar silhouette, but everything has been refined. You'll notice sharper body lines, slightly flared fenders, and a new set of wheel designs that range from 18 to 20 inches depending on the trim. The proportions feel more truck-like now, the hood looks higher, the stance is wider, and even the side mirrors are more angular, giving it a tougher vibe. Honda's also added sound-deadening glass in the windows to make it quieter inside, something that's instantly noticeable on the highway. And depending on your trim, you get body-colored or blacked out accents, roof rails, and an available panoramic sunroof, a first for the Ridgeline. The TrailSport also rides a bit higher, with all-terrain tires and unique badging that makes it look ready for dirt trails instead of just driveways. Moving to the back, Honda kept the clever dual-action tailgate, which still opens both down and to the side. Honestly, one of the most underrated features in any pickup. The taillights are new, full LED units with the C-shaped design that matches the headlights. The rear bumper has integrated corner steps now, which makes climbing into the bed way easier, especially when it's loaded. And speaking of the bed, it's still one of the smartest in the business. You've got the in-bed trunk, which remains lockable, drainable, and perfect for tools, camping gear, or even ice and drinks on game day. The bed itself is now lined with a tougher composite material, and you can even get a 400-watt power outlet built right in, ideal for tailgating or charging tools on the go. It's rugged, practical, and still incredibly versatile, the kind of stuff Honda gets right. Interior: now, when you step inside the 2026 Ridgeline, that's where the biggest leap has happened. The old cabin was nice, but this one feels premium enough to challenge trucks like the Tacoma and even the GMC Canyon Denali. The dashboard has been fully redesigned with a horizontal layout that feels more modern and upscale. At the center, you get a massive 12.3-inch touchscreen with Honda's latest infotainment software, much faster, cleaner, and now fully supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The digital driver display is a crisp 10.2-inch unit that gives you all your driving data, navigation, and even trail camera views on the TrailSport model. Material quality has also taken a big jump. Soft touch surfaces are everywhere. The leather upholstery feels rich, and Honda even added contrast stitching and ambient lighting to give it a more premium atmosphere. The front seats are redesigned for better comfort and support, especially on long drives, and they now feature heating and ventilation. The rear seats still fold up for extra cargo room inside, and space in the back is excellent. Plenty of headroom and legroom for adults. You've got multiple USB-C ports, wireless charging, and Honda's brilliant cabin talk system, which lets you communicate with rear passengers more clearly through the speakers. It's small touches like these that make the Ridgeline feel more like a luxury SUV with a bed, rather than just a work truck. Performance under the hood: Honda sticks with what works but adds refinement. The 3.5-liter V6 remains, but it's been retuned to deliver around 290 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque, paired with the smooth 10-speed automatic transmission. Power delivery is battery smooth, and while it's not the most powerful engine in the segment, it's incredibly reliable and refined. The big news, though, is that Honda's finally offering a hybrid variant for the 2026 model year, combining a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder with two electric motors. Together, they produce about 320 horsepower and significantly improve fuel efficiency, bringing city mileage into the mid-30s, a massive jump for a mid-size pickup on the road. The 2026 Ridgeline continues to deliver the best ride comfort in its class, thanks to its unibody construction, shared with the Pilot. It handles more like an SUV than a traditional body and frame truck. That means less bounce, tighter cornering, and smoother highway cruising. The all-wheel drive system is smarter now, capable of sending up to 70% of torque to the rear wheels when needed. You get selectable drive modes like normal, sport, snow, mud, and trail, with the TrailSport trim also featuring improved suspension tuning and a slightly lifted ride height for better approach and departure angles. It's not a hardcore off-roader like a Tacoma TR Deep Pro, but for 95% of people, it's plenty capable. When it comes to towing and payload, the Ridgeline still manages up to 5,000 pounds of towing capacity and about 1,500 pounds of payload. Sure, it's not class-leading, but for the average buyer who's towing small boats, bikes, or trailers, it's more than enough. And the fact that it does it while keeping you comfortable, quiet, and connected is what makes the Ridgeline stand out. Honda's also stepped up big on safety and driver assistance. Every trim now comes standard with Honda Sensing 360, which adds features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, traffic sign recognition, and even a new driver attention camera that detects drowsiness. It's smart, subtle, and all designed to make daily driving less stressful and safer. Now let's talk pricing. The base 2026 Honda Ridgeline Sport starts around $41,000, while the RTL goes for about $44,000. Move up to the TrailSport, and you're looking at roughly $47,000, while the top-tier Black Edition or Elite trims push closer to $51,000, depending on options. The hybrid version starts around $48,000, which might sound steep at first, but when you factor in the tech, fuel savings, and all-around usability, it actually lands right in the sweet spot for what it offers. At the end of the day, the 2026 Honda Ridgeline remains a truck for people who don't want to compromise. It's not trying to be the most rugged or the most powerful. Instead, it's about being the most livable, refined, and intelligent truck on the road, one that you can drive every single day without feeling like you're wrestling with a workhorse. Honda took everything that made the old Ridgeline good and elevated it to design, tech, comfort, and versatility, and for 2026, it finally feels like the Ridgeline has found its true identity. So, if you're someone who wants the utility of a truck without giving up the comfort of an SUV, the new Ridgeline should be on your radar. It's stylish, capable, fuel efficient, and honestly, one of the smartest trucks in the game right now. That's it for today's review on Car Flash. If you enjoyed this honest, in-depth breakdown of the 2026 Honda Ridgeline, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more real-world car reviews, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss what's coming next. We've got a lot more exciting 2026 models on the way, and trust me, you won't want to miss them. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep your headlights bright, your engines loud, and your drives unforgettable.